stop on a dime for that pull-up check.
Outside for Sexton. Pass the ball. Plumlee, a screen on MP. And it's Ball with the three.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
On offense, here's Utah. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Charlotte.
They split the 2 games they played last year. Both teams really struggled to find wins throughout the season.
Well, you know, both of these teams know and understand when they face off, it's a very winnable game for either one of them.
And more, we're seeing teams run one center with 4 perimeter players, Shams. What's changed?
Well, it's a copycat league. When things are going great, other teams want to copy. And so what we're seeing now is teams' most effective lineups, more shooting and more mobility. That usually overbalances any deficit you have as far as shot blocking or rebounding in today's NBA.
Again, Utah.
I love the execution we are seeing thus far. 4 shots and 4 makes.
Right side, Sexton. Ball outside. Out to Bridges. Just 4 to shoot. Kessler with a rebound. For Utah, they've gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. Here's MP. The rebound by Bridges.
4 of 5 to start the game. That's their first miss.
And a busy summer for trade, Shams. What went into that frenzy of activity?
Yeah, only the Nets have significant cap space, so that meant it was going to be a lot of trades, not a ton of free agent movement. Also, with a much greater level of parity, the East is wide open, and teams are really sensing there's a chance here to go for it. We saw that with the Desmond Bane trade in Orlando.
You feel like they may go on the same kind of roll next summer?
But yeah, I think next summer there'll be much more free agent movement. There's going to be about 10 to 12 teams with significant cap space in the summer of 2026.
Shams, you got to get all your cell phones charged up, baby.
They're ready.
Ball no good.
Well, he won't miss many of those, not when he gets a good look like that.
And there's Young. That's good. On the assist by Bailey. Young's got 12 points.
Yeah, he's been having his way this quarter, attacking the basket and protecting their lead.
Back to Sexton. Miller, the pass to Sexton. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. That doesn't go either for Ball. Utah leading by 7. There's Young with the three. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
And timeout called by Charles Lee. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. So for the Hornets, Knipples checked in for Miller, and it's Dinwiddie in for Sexton. Then for Utah, Sensabaugh checked in for Bailey, and it's Collier in for George. And here's Knipple from the arc. Utah grabs the miss.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Fires in the triple.
Boy, somebody lit a fire under this guy. I mean, he's crushing it right now.
Ball outside to the paint. Here's Plumlee. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball.
And you cannot leave anybody open on Ball's team because this guy is excellent at finding his teammates.
MP against Dinwiddie. Here's MP. That one's wide left. And so Dinwiddie will bring it up for Charlotte. 11-point game. Up top, Bridges. To the right side. Now Ball kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Knocks down the long J.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
There's Young with the three, and that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so the first quarter is in the books. It's the Jazz. Brandon Miller's checked in for Green. Colin Sexton comes in for Salon. And it's Ball in for Dinwiddie. The Jazz making a switch here. And with the new CBA, Shams, powerhouse teams faced with tough choices on their rosters.
That's the one part about the CBA. It's becoming difficult to keep everyone in the fold. It's perhaps made dynasties less feasible in the modern era, and we've already seen unprecedented amount of parity in today's NBA.
Well, one thing's for sure, you better develop your younger players as well.
And on that note, BA, there's no better place to look at than Oklahoma City.
So the Jazz 5 right now. We've got Bailey, George out there with MP. Then there's George Niang, and it's Sensabaugh in at the 4. From deep, MP sinks it.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Many have predicted an all-star future for Brandon Miller. He said, I don't really read anything like that. I just focus on what I can do today. It's all about the work. That's the only way to get better. I just came in with the mindset of making my team better and being a winning player. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. And Shams, a favorite topic in the NBA rumor mill is league expansion. What have you heard, my friend?
Well, BA, I still think we're a little bit ways away. The NBA and the Board of Governors continue to evaluate the potential for expansion franchises in the NBA. They have not made any firm decisions yet, I'm told, but this is something the NBA is continuing to find numbers, to evaluate the pros and the cons, potentially adding 1 or 2 more teams to the NBA.
And maybe we think about that inside the U.S., but it could go global as well.
Seattle, Las Vegas, Mexico City are really the 3 cities at the forefront of these conversations.
Great start so far, 3 of 3 in this one.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Tries it from the top of the key. Knipple with the rebound. Hornets trail by 8. Miller outside. Pass to Sexton. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. A different look for Utah. Kessler comes in for Niang. And it's Filipowski in for Sensabaugh. And Shams, thanks for dropping in, man. It is always a pleasure to have you.
Likewise, we've got to do this again soon. I've got news coming up on the other line here. Hold on, BA. We'll definitely do this again soon.
We know he's always got news. Always a pleasure to have Shams drop in. He knows everything that's going on in the league.
He sure does, and knows it even before most players. I mean, heck, I'm surprised he didn't tell me something about me that I didn't know.
Here's Ball. Out to Bridges. 3-pointer. And Young pulls it down. Jazz leading by 6. There's 48 seconds left to play in the half. It's good on the putback.
What hustle on the offensive glass, finding ways to capitalize, paying off that hard work.
Charlotte has gone 1 of 4 from 3-point land here in the second. There's Ball with a 3. Deep range. LaMelo. What focus. 36 seconds left in the first half. A nice shot by MP. Young's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Oh, my. Powering through the contact. MP just went to work on them in the paint.
Sexton passes to Ball. Over Young. Ball no good. Utah has got 5 of 7 threes to drop here tonight. And the 3 off target. That doesn't go either for Ball.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
And so it's Utah closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. More 2K action in just a moment.
Greetings, everybody.
And taking a look at Utah,
This team wants to do big things, Shaq-sized things. And I got to say, they're looking almost as dominant as Kenny.
Easy, big fella, but I got to say, they are making it look easy, here in this early part of the season at least. And turning our attention to the first half of our game tonight, bit of a rocky start for the Hornets. They've got to play. And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Hey, you look at MP in this game. He's been everywhere.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
In this league, you've got to have moves and counter moves. Grant, your toolkit was pretty complete coming in.
Well, you know, I tried to keep adding to it. It's like baseball. If they're struggling to hit your heater, that changeup will work even better.
The perimeter tandem, Sexton and Miller. Bridges at the 4 with Plumlee at center. And it's Ball in at the point. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Sexton passes to Ball. Plumlee, a screen on Young. Back to Sexton. The 3 is up. Hits the trifecta. Sexton's got 6.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Kessler a screen. Puts one up from 19. Right side Young. Tries again. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
You know, it's no secret that MP is a confident guy. But what I really like is that most of the time he lets his play do the talking for him.
The Hornets are led by head coach Charles Lee, who was a 2-time champion as an assistant coach.
Yeah, that's exactly right, B.A. He won a title as an assistant coach with the Bucks in 2021. Then another as the top assistant for the Celtics in 2024. And that's exactly why Lee was brought to Charlotte, to establish and build a winning culture.
Fires from deep. Miller can't get it to go. Utah leading by 9. Let's go with a 3. And MP with a basket on the assist by Filipowski. MP's got 38 points.
Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
5th in rebounding, 9th and second chance points. And glancing at their assist stats, nothing too special. They finished in the top 20, but it's certainly an area which they can improve upon.
And as you said, a great year for them on the glass. They battled down low. He takes it in. Oh, look at MP doing his thing down there.
Good, solid start to the half, hitting 3 out of 4.
Outside Sexton. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Ball against MP. Just 5 on the clock. Charlotte again missing.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes. Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Plumlee, a screen on MP. Down low. Will it go? Slam! Dunk by Plumlee.
Pretty smart play that time by Ball, calling for a pick and roll to throw the defense off the center a little bit.
Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Young way outside. Sexton grabs the board. And so it's Sexton who brings up the ball for the Hornets. They trail by 14. And you think back, not many point guards have combined the vision with the frame of LaMelo Ball.
I mean, he's 6'7" or even taller. You think about it, it's just a short list. You think of Luka Doncic, Penny Hardaway, Magic Johnson. That combination of size and court awareness is hard to stop.
Pass to Sexton. Back to Ball. Out to Bridges. Takes the 3. The rebound by the Jazz. Kessler's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
MP's been the catalyst for them tonight. Solid leadership from this young man.
Hornets trail by 18. And timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to talk it over with his guys. MP really making a difference here.
With the way he's cooking, they have to find a way to run.
34 seconds left in the third. Here's Salon. Pass to Diabate. 20 seconds left in the third quarter. Inside, 6 to shoot, and Ball gets it to go.
Tell you what, the competitive spirit of Ball, I absolutely love it. This guy is relentless.
MP with it. Lets the three fly. Drills it from deep. Young's got 49 in the game.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the fourth. We've got George Niang. MP is out there with Collier. Then there's Kyle Anderson. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 3. Ball passes to Williams. Now Ball, the 3. Oh, he gets it to go. 7 of 13 now.
Ball will not let his opponent just own the arc. He can knock it down from there, too. So competitive.
Young inside. He's covered by Dinwiddie. And the ball out of play. The Hornets will have it. Diabate's checked in for Williams.
Number 14, Musa Diabate.
Hornets trail by 20. 60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth. Here's Knippel to the middle. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Young, another one falls. Amazing.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense, really taking it to the opposition. There's Ball with a 3. Good. And he's hit 8 of 14 now. A solid offensive performance.
And their perimeter shooting numbers have been up since the start of the second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
Pass to Dinwiddie. This one for 3. And it's Niang with a rebound.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Young, the pass to Anderson. MP left side. The 19-footer. Oh, it's off. Deflects the pass. Stolen by MP. From about 19. Buries the jump shot. MP's got 56 in the game. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Utah?
You have to be a fan of the energy they played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet. And it's come up big a few times for them.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
All right, the Jazz making a change here. Kessler, he's checked in for Niang. Filipowski comes in for Anderson. Bailey's checked in for Sensabaugh. And it's Keontae George in for Collier. Young. Yes! Using that window!
And that's what happens when you let MP get positioning inside.
Here's Bridges. Outside ball. Now Miller jacks up a 3. Yes, sir, with the three.
He relishes his role in this offense, and he's a natural leader, too.
Jazz leading by 15. MP right side. And last season, the Jazz with the worst record in franchise history.
You're losing with a plan, though. Utah, such a smart organization. If you're going to tear it down to the studs, do it in a good draft year.
And you look for bright spots in this developing core for Utah, Grant. What stands out?
Well, I think it's the front court, B.A. You have two gifted scoring forwards in Markkanen and Bailey. Then you've got Walker Kessler, an elite shot blocker, manning the middle.
Yes, sir!
That's where they'd like all their shots to come from.
For Utah, they've gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Young. Grant, you look at some of the rule changes in recent years. Does it seem to you like coaches' challenges are here to stay?
You know, B.A., it does. And I think that's a good thing. You know, I can think of a few calls I would have liked to challenge in my day. So it's a nice option to have.
And Grant, the Hornets, as of last season, with a new front office, trying to evaluate their young talent.
Yeah, tough to do when you have so many injuries. 36 different lineups last season. They need help to assess and to develop.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Jazz.
In today's game, you need to shoot it well from 3. That was the difference maker.
Exactly. And the defense didn't rotate out quickly enough to disrupt their shooters.
And with this win, they've tallied up a total of 6 wins on the year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And what a huge performance it was for MP.
So impressed with his performance today. He was confident, he was composed, and the defense just didn't know how to adjust.
They set the pick. Young. Williams rips down the board.
Jazz foul. MP. Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for
free throw good. Dinwiddie.
Taking 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Dinwiddie. Here's Young. Puts up the tray. Good. Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
And so it's Utah easily grabbing this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. So long, everyone.
What's up, MP?
just a few games in the book thus far. So, Greg, what are you looking for at this stage of the season?
Well, I like to see which teams get off to a hot start and who's struggling out of the gate. What can those teams do to improve?
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, they've got Kyle Anderson, Collier out there with Young. Then there's Walker Kessler, and it's Bailey in at the 3.
MB testing out the extent of his range.
Outside, White. The kick out to Brown. It's stolen by Bailey. MP against Simon. Anderson outside. And here's MP for 3. And another 3 for Utah.
Nice shot by MP. Great touch from outside.
Outside Tatum. Brown the pass to Tatum over Anderson. And Tatum with the basket on the assist by Brown.
He's someone opposing defenses have a hard time game planning for.
And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, thanks. The Celtics this summer trading Drew Holiday for Anthony Simons, player almost a decade younger. Simons' deep threat capability is definitely a fit for the way the Boston Celtics like to play, especially now moving forward. He can fit in defensively. He could be a long-term contributor, guys.
He's more than capable. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting. Here's MP, and he converts the layup. Young's got 8.
The desire to win, it fuels MP. He doesn't let anything get in his way.
Tatum on the wings. It's White on the wing. And Simons wide open. He'll fire. It's good on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Young from deep three-point range. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Up top, Tatum. Defended by Anderson. Three-pointer, Simon. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. Brown against Young. And Utah, another 3.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Tatum. And White kicks to Simons. 4 on the clock. Into the lane. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
And good work from the mid-range. Simons doesn't need a lot of wiggle room to feel comfortable.
When you think about Derek White, here's a guy, RJ, who's really grown as a player in all ways.
Yeah, Derek makes smart plays. He's had that experience to see what works and what doesn't. And most often, he makes the necessary plays to put his team in a winning situation.
And so, the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy.
Here we go, fans. Time to make some noise for some teachers.
And the Jazz making a change here. 1:29 left in the first quarter. Here's Shireman, defended by Young. Here's Garza. Tries again, and it's good on the way in.
Stayed with it, and his effort is rewarded with the second chance bucket.
Lets it go with the three. The rebound by the Celtics. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And they backed it up with their play. Got production from everyone, and they were able to walk the walk on the offensive end.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Pass to Minot. Some nice ball movement here by the Celtics. Outside Gonzalez. Here's Minot from downtown. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
I guess that defense thought they could live with that, and he punished them for thinking so.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And here's MP for three. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
And here's Gonzalez. From 10 feet out, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. Embiid getting it done for the Utah Jazz. They've leaned on him for offense, and he hasn't let them down. He's now up to 23 points today. We'll return shortly. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for the Jazz, this has been the game they've wanted to have.
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Can they keep up the pace?
The timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Young from deep three-point range. From beyond the arc and then some.
3 points.
Young's got 26 points.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
And maybe more than any team in the West, GA, the Jazz, really committing to the rebuild.
Well, in the West, it seems like you got 13 or 14 teams all trying to win now, and it just doesn't work that way. So it's not just about talent. It's also about timing.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot. The Celtics trying to keep that laser focus. Coach Joe Mazzulla said, quote, the closer you are to winning, the easier it is to become distracted by things that you can't control, things that don't matter. Mindset, discipline, and mental toughness are what separate you. Back to you.
Staying dialed in. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Brown feeling it out a bit. Clock at 6. Off the run, it's hauled in by George.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
When MP is having a night like this, you just can't keep him from getting the ball.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's ready to talk things through with them. When you look at the recent big threes in the NBA, RJ, it seems like they've failed more than they've succeeded.
That's because some teams just acquire stars without considering how their games will complement each other, often forcing guys into a role that they're not suited for.
Walker Kessler, he's checked in for the Jazz. Collier comes in for Keontae George. Outside, Simons. Shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists in the game.
And with that one, it ends in an 11-0 run by Utah.
Kessler setting the pick for MP. Celtics trail by 17. And it's Simons missing.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
Connects from three-point range.
Simply one of the best shooting performances you are ever going to see. A three-point barrage.
And White kicks to Simons. The shot. Rebounded by Bailey. Bailey's got 4 rebounds in this game. There's always a need for shot makers in the NBA, GA, and that's what Ace Bailey brings to the floor.
Yeah, Bailey has a smooth jumper with a high release point that allows him to shoot over just about any defender. And when you pair that with his physical tools, his upside is through the roof.
Tatum, and slam dunk by Tatum.
It's always good for this offense when Tatum is putting pressure on their interior defense.
And here's Young from the arc, and the Jazz with another 3.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
Pass to Tatum. Brown outside. A 3 from Tatum. The rebound by Collier.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And again for 3.
And all game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is no stopping his shot.
And this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game that the world never forgets. Tatum dishes to Brown. Pass to White. Tatum, that's for 2. Tatum with another miss.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And so it's the Utah Jazz rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Hey everybody, it's halftime. Boy, it's been a rough go so far for the Boston Celtics.
Big reason they're getting washed out, it's been raining threes.
But they didn't know this was coming? They didn't watch the film? Read the scouting report? Come on, man.
All right, fellas, time to acknowledge the players of the week. Looking at the East, Trae Young.
Young's offensive output has been off the chart. He's always a high usage guy, but lately, almost every play seems to run through him, moving the ball with exceptional skill and having no trouble finding shots for himself or his teammates.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Celtics shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. The Celtics have been a title contender for years now. So, RJ, what do you attribute that to?
Well, their talent level has been off the charts. But something else you can point to is their defense. The Celtics have been an elite defensive team for over a decade.
Down on the block, it's Tatum with Tatum. The wing pairing, it's White and Brown. And it's Simons in at the point guard. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Young way outside. Good, another from 3.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps knocking them down from deep.
Greg, he has just exploded from beyond the arc. That last make tying him for second in most threes in a game. Count that one. Simons has got his third bucket of the night.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
MP outside. And it's off from three-point range. The three connects again from distance.
And he's outclassed his own previous record. A new number for the second most single-game triples. Just a master cannoneer.
Firing away and making a little history in the process. What an honor to witness this. What an honor to be here. He is, quite simply, as good as you'll ever see from long range. Now a timeout called by Boston.
And a moment here to check out the stats for Jason Tatum. Great showing for him last season. Last season, 27 points per, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. And when they need to add defense, that's who they look to.
It's hard to find defensive spark plugs, but he is one of them. The whole team comes alive on D when he's in the game.
Shot clock at 6. Boston needs to get off a shot. Brown inside the line. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Utah's gone into the three-point range. And again for three.
He's scorching hot. Another three.
And he's approaching the franchise record for threes in a game. Simons against Young. The kick out to Brown. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Love the response by Brown, marching right back down and dropping in his own three.
And, Richard, I'll say this. Jaylen Brown's often at the heart of a debate about what his true value is. I think it's immense.
Oh, I don't know what the debate is. I don't know the difference between megastar, superstar, but he is a proven all-star, an all-NBA player, and a finals MVP.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Hey, Jaylen Brown is rounding out his game in all facets. He said, I've definitely worked on my playmaking, just being able to see the floor, making great reads, creating for my teammates, and putting pressure on the defense. Back to you, Kevin.
Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. Here's White. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
They have been board dominant in this game.
He got it again. Sensational.
And another stunning accomplishment in his career. He's now tied for 4th most 60-point games in league history.
He is one of the most exciting offensive players the NBA has ever seen. In fact, I don't think you can make an argument against that. And it's Bailey in the corner. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
3 points.
Bailey's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Outside, Simons. Brown kicks to Tatum. Knocks down the three ball.
Taking matters into his own hands. Tatum gets those 3 points back in a hurry.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jam. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Detroit, where they'll face the Pistons. And that game will be 4 out of 5 on the road for the team. Here's Anderson. Nice work on the board. He's paying off with the basket. Anderson's got his first points of the night.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
And here's MP for good. Another from 3.
The barrage continues, and he's now broken his own record. It's a new mark for the most triples ever in a game.
He said it. If anyone's going to do it, it may as well be me. And he keeps raising the ball. Higher and higher. Triple after triple. Catch him if you can.
Keep riding that hot hand. He's been pretty much unstoppable.
Now Tatum. Here's White. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Utah Jazz able to put on a show for the ages. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. We come back right after this. Welcome back, everyone, as we continue on a record-setting night.
And a three-point barrage, the likes of which we've never seen. This man is etching his name in the history books.
So it's the Jazz now. Taking a look at the Jazz. Young is out there with George. Then there's George Niang. Then there's Kyle Filipowski. And it's Sensabaugh in at the small forward. Celtics shooting 43% for the game. Outside Tatum. And you think about the balance of power between the conferences. How about this, Greg? In the last 26 years, there have only been 3 Eastern Conference teams favored to win the NBA Finals.
2011 Heat, the 2013 Heat, and then the 2024 Boston.
And good! There's another.
And he's now tied for the 4th most points in an NBA game all time. He is knocking down everything.
It's truly one of the greatest games in league history. He cannot miss.
73. What a number. Tying Wilt, Doncic.
And another one falls. Amazing.
Unreal. He's got the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time individual games in NBA history.
And honestly, guys, I don't know how you stop him. I mean, he's into the mid-70s scoring-wise. Wilt's 78, Kobe's 81, and Wilt's 100 are the only higher scoring games ever. The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And we're around 2 minutes into the 4th quarter here. Inside. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Clever play by Tatum, drawing the attention to him, only to give it away.
Utah has gotten in the groove from three-point range. They are 4 for 4 since the 3rd quarter ended. Connects again.
He has been simply unstoppable.
And he's now 3rd all-time for points in a game. 1 for the ages.
Well, he has already cleared Wilt Chamberlain's 78 points. Next up is Kobe's 81. And if he passes that mark, the basketball world is going to be talking about.
Another one goes. Incredible.
And that score moves him up in the record books yet again.
He now stands, Greg, alone for 2nd place for points. What an unbelievable night.
And with 81 in the rearview mirror, he only has the great Wilt Chamberlain and his 100 mark left, a record that nobody thought could be touched. But this is the closest anybody has ever come. And being able to spot up for that jump shot is really a skill MP has improved.
Pass to Tatum. Can they get it? Utah with the rebound. Young outside. This one for three. And the Jazz with another three.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
Tatum's shot is off.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Jazz.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for MP.
And let's just say this, the name of the game is scoring, and yes, he provided that tonight. You're welcome.
Young with no one around. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Shireman, good.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
It's a shame, really. If they had been playing like this last quarter, they might be in a different situation.
And another one.
And that score puts him even. A night I never thought we'd see.
He's now tied point for point with the record. One more score. He'll be all alone at the top of the record books. GA, a moment nobody thought they'd ever see.
And people have talked about records that could never be matched. Wilt's 100 was at the top of those lists. But the unbelievable has happened here tonight.
And again.
I wouldn't believe it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. A new single-game scoring record.
Oh, history being made as we speak. Unbelievable.
And MP now has one of the all-time records in sports history, passing Wilt's 100 mark. I never thought I'd see the day.
And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us on this presentation from 2K Sports. So long, everyone.
MP, right here. Right here. Come on, MP. Always Frank. Here we go. All right. MP, you just scored the most points in a game in league history. Where do you go mentally to be able to perform so historically well, I guess? Yes.
Oh, Frank, who knew you were a real Minch? I mean, the record is great, right? It's unbelievable, but I didn't come to the arena looking to break it, Frank. I really didn't. I just got in the zone, and my teammates kept feeding me the ball. So it is what it is.
You gotta be kidding me. It is what it is? I mean, you just broke the most unbreakable record in sports. That's gotta mean more to you than it is what it is. I mean, come on.
Okay. Maybe that's why I'm a legend, Frank. Because this kind of thing, it just doesn't faze me. But, you know, since we're talking about it, one more thing. You know, for the memes.
Oh, yeah, of course. This has the number of points you just scored in the game that we just saw. Wow, another gem from MP, everybody. Yeah, raise those hands.
game, MP.
I just texted MP. 80-point game is crazy. I'm about to start calling you Lil Kobe. Hey, congrats, my man. Shout out MP.
Hey, this is Kilsamoy, and you're watching NBA2K TV.
Welcome to a brand new episode of NBA 2K TV, and we are coming to you from our brand new 2K TV studio.
Oh, yeah.